My name is Drew and I'm a sex addict. After all of Mark's talk, I thought I was at a different meeting. That's funny. So, I'm fortunate enough to have a job. I don't just do this because I don't make any money at all. I've only done it a couple of times. But I'm inspecting all the work out in Rockville, and I don't know if anybody's been outside this summer, but how about all these wasps that are around? Are they not everywhere? Nobody? Well, my job is incredibly boring, and I'm watching flaggers because we have to inspect them, and they're like really special people. Still says the same fucking thing. Yeah, all day. But I was mentioning these wasps because you're like 100 yards away from these guys. Everything's super calm. Line of traffic like 5 miles long because you're not getting the red light, guys. They're everywhere. So be careful. One of these people told me they sprayed Raid all over their body because the off wasn't working. It's like, well, I thought black teeth was the meth issue, but maybe if you're just dousing yourself with Raid and making sure your sign says the same thing the entire time, there's a lot more going on. But, so that same day, I get home from work, I have a guest, and they're like, hey, your neighbor's throwing rocks at your dog. What? Go ahead and repeat that for me. Your neighbor's throwing rocks at your dog. So, really upset me. So I take my 6-pack of beer, I go over to his house, I bang on his door. I should tell you my neighbor is a very small, 75-year-old, not a gentleman anymore. And he opens the door and he's polite and like, I hear you throwing rocks at my dog. He's like, well, yeah, he was barking at me. He's like, there's a fence, and you've met him before. Like, he's pet my dog, he's been out in the yard with him, he's seen him with my kids. And he picked up a fist-sized rock and threw it at him. So I'm lighting this guy up in the most polite, non-threatening way I possibly can, and his eyes started to twitch. And if he'd have been 20, I'm pretty sure, I thought, I'm gonna get hit. But he's a totally different generation. And as soon as I saw that eye twitch, my twisted brain was like, I know this dude in his head is thinking, what is this uppity spade doing talking to me like this? And we used to hang you from a tree. Which is totally fine. So I just start laying it on thick. Because it's 2015 and he's not going to do that shit to me anymore. And it's totally cool. But I actually ended up having to call the cops. Because he didn't want to listen to me. He said he was going to do it again. But I didn't think it was cool. Because it's like messing with one of my kids, you know? And he's a good dog. But being a dad, you spend a lot of time in the car with the kids, right? And I've got little ones, a 2 and 5-year-old, and they're always talking to you from the back seat, right? And you should really focus. There, that way. Generally try to do that. There's always just some random something that comes out of their mouth that you're just like,
I saw a horse.
So I just heard from the back seat, my little 2-year-old's like, Daddy, I love dick. Still driving, mind you. Like, what? Hi, 2-year-old girl. I love dick. It's great. I've tried everything to just not have this ever happen. What do you mean? I'm trying to look at this now. Uncle Dick, he's great. I just met him 2 days ago. He's fantastic. She just met for the first time her Uncle Dick and Aunt Jody, and I had not made the connection at all, and thought I was failing as a parent. It was terrible. It's absolutely horrified. And just the scariest thing possible. I lost my daughter, my little 5-year-old. She got separated as we were leaving the rodeo, or the dirt bike races at the fair. She got separated from us. And she did exactly the right thing. She found like an officer or security guard or something. But I'm just running through the fair like, oh, Laura! Where are you? Ripping my shirt, pulling my hair out. I'm just about to lose my mind. And this guy bumps me. And I was just like, get away from me! Where's my baby girl? But she was fine. My wife found her, and everything was okay. And then we had cheese grits. So, sir, I bet, we opened the show talking about sex a little bit, right? I bet you like sex, man. Right? But you're probably not an addict, right? Well, and it's for a really long time. So it's one of those things you never really want to admit to yourself. It's just like, it's a normal function of day-to-day life and everything. But everyone says when you start doing irrational things and thinking they're rational, then that's when you know you're an addict. So I realized, as I'm on my knees in front of this guy, unzipping his zipper, just to have some fun with his wife, that none of this is really rational at all. So that's how you know you're not a sex addict. If you've never done that, that's funny. Come on. Whatever. Calm down. All right, my name's Drew. You'll never have to see me again. Have a great night, guys.